Okay, sometimes I kid around and sometimes I'm serious. What I want you to look at is that blue telephone pole and the puff immediately to the left of it. The reason I want you to look at that is because all day they have been shooting these puffs up into the sky. I feel it draining the life energy out of my body. I am the most ambitious person in the world. And now for the last 45 days, they have been putting this crap in the sky, 100% cloud coverage, and I cannot focus. I cannot get any ambition to do the things I know need to be done in order to get off of this property. I have a truck in front of the house, and I wake up in the morning and I just want to stay in bed. Now, I don't stay in bed. I never stay in bed. I am out of bed by 6:30 a.m. every day. However, since the last 25 or 30 days, even though they've been putting this crap up in the sky, 100% cloud coverage for the last 45 days, today is September 4th, they've been doing it since around July 20th, which is the anniversary of the Apollo moon landing hoax. Since that day, but the last, well, I would say 25 or 30 days, I haven't paid much attention. I have no ambition at all. I have to force myself. I have to force myself to do everything. Everything needs to be forced. Everything that I do, I need to say, I have to do this, I have to do that. I can actually feel these chemtrails draining the life force from my body. Now, you might think that I'm kidding, but I'm not. I'm not doing this for the intent of making some video. I'm not doing this for the intent of making money on the internet, although I have commercials on my video. I am doing this to tell you that I am the most ambitious person I have ever met. I never give up. I never stop trying. I never get depressed. I never let anything get me down. And the last 25 or 30 days since they've been giving us 100% cloud coverage, I do not want to do anything. I have to force myself to get out of bed. I have to force myself to make coffee. I have to force myself to get that first box packed. I have to force myself to go into each room and go and finish any single job, where normally I just go through these jobs systematically and move through the jobs in a reasonable period of time. But now, with this 100% cloud coverage, 100% cloud coverage, I have to literally force myself to do each and everything that I do during the course of the day. Nothing comes easy. Nothing is reasonably fun anymore. There is no more enjoyment at all to anything I do in life. I know that this is true because I know the type of person I am. Even when I'm pissed off, I normally can make a joke out of it later. But now, every 15 or 20 minutes, I find myself saying, God damn it, I need to get this job done. I have a freaking truck in the driveway costing me $40 a day, and I don't want to pack the fucking truck. I feel this all day long. I fight this goddamn chemtrail. This stuff is killing me. And now I'm going to tell you how they make this shit. It's not from another dimension. It's not interdimensional. It's not spacecraft. It's not airplanes. And it's not some kind of cloud generating energy that they punch down into the ocean and make these trails, because this isn't ocean water. It's just that simple. Look at the sky. This is a chemical reaction to some substance that they are dropping out of the sky what I believe to be, and like a firecracker or like a 3-inch or 6-inch mortar, they explode at a certain altitude. When they explode, the stuff that's inside these things, or maybe it doesn't even explode, maybe it's just a chemical that starts dispersing at a certain altitude, and once it does disperse, it is lighter than air. But personally, I think these things are being dropped from a certain elevation, and when they reach a certain altitude, they are expanding exponentially because they are lighter than air. That's my theory. I don't believe it's interdimensional. I don't believe there's a machine making these things. I don't believe there's some kind of generator from space, because if it was a generator from space, this would be seawater evaporating up into the ionosphere, the stratosphere, and the troposphere. But it's not seawater. This is a chemical reaction. There is no more blue sky. Everything that you see is blue comes from some royal blue chemical that starts off as a dark gray blue matter just above the tree line, and as it rises up through the atmosphere, it doesn't change color necessarily, it gets thinner. The white that you see is the white refracting from the sun, but the blue that you see behind the white clouds is in fact the royal blue turned into a powder blue. Once the white stuff goes up into the troposphere or the ionosphere, it turns into a powder blue. So it starts off royal blue, as you can see above the tree line. Then it looks white because of the refraction of the light, probably off the crystalline nature of the cloud material itself. And then once it goes up into the troposphere or the ionosphere, it thins out and becomes this royal blue. But I don't even think it has to go up into the troposphere. I think somewhere over 8,000 or 10,000 feet, it turns into the powder blue, because there is no more, and I've told you this many times, no more planes going over this house at the 60-degree angle that I just showed you. None. Zero. So this stuff, whatever they're putting in the sky, you can see since the beginning of this video, if you warp back to the first 30 seconds or so, you can see these clouds are being puffed up. You can also see to the right of the pole, there's a little tree, a whispering pine tree. Above that whispering pine tree is a puff that's going up in the sky that wasn't there when I started the video. These things are being created by what I said. Some sort of chemical is being dropped from a very high altitude from the same planes that make the spray lines in other places, but they're not making spray lines in the Keys, because what you're looking at can be seen from a place called Ocean Reef. And Ocean Reef is where the richest people on the planet live. Just 9 miles as the crow flies from my house. And rich people don't want to see chemtrails, baby. That's right. And there's one more thing. Being that I just said the word baby, I'm not going to coddle you with this, folks. I'm not going to coddle us. I'm not going to say that this is something that it's not. This stuff is killing us. I can feel it sucking the life energy from my body. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you. When I said the word baby, what goes through my mind is that if I had a son, it would look like me. That's right. But if Mr. Obama had a son, it would be looking like a Trayvon Martin. That's right too, baby. But one thing that's even more right, ladies and gentlemen, is if Mr. Obama had a son and it looked like a Trayvon Martin, the son would be dead, baby. That's right. And this is Rabbi Chewbacca and the beard of wisdom saying, ladies and gentlemen, if Mr. Obama had a son and it looked like a Trayvon Martin, it would be dead, baby. That's right! Oy vey!